I've got two clips I want to play back to back just to highlight the parallels between them. It's, the position is essentially the same. The language has changed over the last, 80 or 90 years? 90 years? No, I'm sorry. I thought, yeah. But this is, actually, let's start with Bernie if we can, all right? In fact, let me reverse that. I'm sorry to do this to you guys. Let's start with Franklin Roosevelt, and this is from his Four Freedoms speech, the Second Bill of Rights, from his Second Bill of Rights speech. Here he is.
True individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence. Necessitous men are not free men. People who are hungry, people who are out of a job, are the stuff of which dictatorships are made.
There you go. And they're the stuff out of which, Fox News viewers and Trump loyalists come. And here's Senator Sanders saying essentially the same thing. This is clip number 7.
Necessitous men, and we would add women, are not free men and women. End of quote. In other words, real freedom must include economic security.
There you go. Now, how do you define freedom? I mean, you've got the Koch brothers with Freedom Partners and Freedom Works and all this freedom this and freedom that. And for their vision of freedom is that there's no more Social Security, there's no more Medicare, there's no more Medicaid, there's no more Obamacare, there's no more unemployment checks, there's no more public libraries, there's no more public, free and public internet, wide open internet. There's no more borders, right? Well, I'm not sure if that's the Koch brothers, but that's the official libertarian position. Countries' borders shouldn't exist. And how do you get to freedom from that? I mean, the founding of this republic, I think it's really instructive for us from time to time to just read the preamble to the Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, we're going to come together. We're going to work together. Establish justice. We're going to do it in a way that is just, that considers the needs of people above things like money. Establish justice. Ensure domestic tranquility. We're going to make sure that people have enough, a reasonable enough lifestyle that they don't feel the need to revolt. To provide for the common defense, it's fairly self-evident. To promote the general welfare, and welfare is capitalized, which they did for important words back then. In other words, it's the purpose of government. And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. We do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Now, I would submit to you that those programs, largely democratic programs, that are advocated largely, I mean, the differences are really a matter of degree, but are advocated by Martin O'Malley and Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. Those policies are the core of freedom. They're the basis of freedom in the United States. And that the so-called Freedom Works, that all these right-wing think tanks that are trying to take away all those programs would put us in the situation of people in the third world where they have no political power, no economic power, and they're not free. Living in poverty, frightened of every day, scared to death that the next illness will be their last. That's not freedom. So, anyhow, just something to share.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.